Okay, holy shit, holy fucking shit. I am so excited for the future of Marvel. And I guess before I get into this fucking video, I gotta explain that I've been uploading a lot lately. I'm sorry for people that have notifications on. I'm very sorry. You just keep seeing every day a video from me. It's probably so fucking annoying, but it's just I have a lot of videos planned, so I try to do them as straight away as I can. So I don't think though. I think so. I think I want to try to plan it. I think I'm doing an Apex video tomorrow, so there's going to be another video tomorrow. I'm actually recording this. Actually, it was only a few minutes ago when I posted this. When I posted Dissection, my last Spooky Scary Saturday episode. So I just posted that today. So I'm recording this video on Saturday, but I'm uploading it on Sunday, which is today. So yeah. But I am so excited for the future of Marvel. So as you can see, we're talking about Marvel today. As you can see, there's Moon Knight on the screen. I don't really have any much Marvel pictures anymore, but anyway, there's this thing. If you guys are not aware, there's this thing every year called Comic Con, and basically what Comic Con is where people dress up as their favorite superheroes. Well, you don't have to dress up as anything actually. You don't have to go cosplay if you don't want to, but mostly people go as cosplay as they dress up as their favorite superhero or villain, and then they go see conventions and they also go see like what's going to be the future like Marvel, or I guess even can be DC or any other superhero franchise like the boys and all, to like the future of their movies and shows and all. So yeah, we found out about some Marvel shows and movies. I mean, well, let's be honest, there's not much we got, but there is a lot of stuff that we did. Well, actually, we did get some big news about the Avengers, which I'll talk about in a minute. But we did get some, like, we've already known these movies, I mean, and shows will be coming out, but we just got some news on them that would make us more excited for them. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about that today, and I guess a few theories that I have. So yeah, let's just get straight into today's video, boys. If you do enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to me as well. So miss no video I upload, but don't do that whatsoever. And yeah, let's go straight into the video. Okay, I guess the first thing I'll talk about is the only thing that I'm disappointed with in Marvel is that they're releasing a show called I Am Groot. And if you don't know who Groot is, he's a little tree, or sometimes he can be big, or sometimes he can be a teenager, but he's a tree that only says 3 words, which is I am Groot. And the reason I'm disappointed with this show, it's going to be based on the baby Groot, by the way. I do love Groot, but this show doesn't need to happen. I don't want this show to happen. It's going to be a prequel to how Groot became, like, how Groot met Rocket and all, and how Groot was just like, just Groot's life before the Guardians and all. So this show is going to be before the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, so it looks pretty fun. I've actually reacted to it on my second channel, so, like yesterday. I posted a video reacting to it on my second channel. You can go check that out if you want to. But if you guys look at the trailer, it's cringe. There's a bit at the start of the trailer where baby Groot is about to get shot by these little alien things, and because he gets scared, I know he's a baby and all, but because he gets scared, he literally shits a fucking leaf out of his ass. And it's cringe. Even there's like a little shitty, like, fucking cringe, like, sound effect when the fucking leaf comes out of his arse. But it's kind of funny talking about it. But okay. But yeah. So it looks cringe. I guess the show's based around more kids because, but if they wanted this to be more of a kids show, they should have just made a cartoon Groot version of it, and not related to the MCU at all. They should have just made a baby Groot cartoon for the kids and just not related to the MCU. And yeah, I just don't want this show to happen. It's a very disappointing show, but look, I'm still gonna watch it because I'm a diehard Marvel fan. But and I want to know the story as well. But yeah, so I don't think this really needs to happen, and I don't really want it to happen. But I guess it'll be a little fun adventure with Groot, and I do love Baby Groot. He's the best, one of the best Guardians, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's some. We don't really have any news about it yet, but that's just I Am Groot and my. I guess we can get on to some theories. There's not much theories I have with this show because it's a fucking Groot solo show. My only theory is, I guess, that Rocket will be in it, and it might have a few cameos with Star-Lord, maybe Gamora, Drax, and actually not Mantis because she appears in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Maybe a small cameo with the Guardians all together, but mostly Rocket, I think, and it will definitely be in it. And I think Also, maybe we could. Okay, I'm not expecting too many cameos from a Groot show, and I don't want any cameos in this because nowadays people expect Spider-Man No Way Home level shit in movies and shows, and I really hate that for the Marvel community. Like the Marvel community just expects fucking cameos nowadays. But I feel like we could have a sneak peek at Nova. I know that probably sounds pretty stupid to people, but Nova is a character at the Nova Corps, and the Nova Corps is like this little it's not really a police, but it's kind of like a space police, I guess you could say. And yeah, Nova has been teased for a long time in the MCU now, and we could get a little small cameo with him. It happened in Thor: Love and Thunder. Spoilers for Thor: Love and Thunder, by the way, so stop watching if you haven't watched Thor: Love and Thunder. But Thor: Love and Thunder, we got a small sneak peek at Hercules in the post-credit scene. So maybe we might get. I know for a Groot show, it'd be pretty stupid to get a post-credit scene, but we could get a tiny little post-credit scene that involves Nova or something, and that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not expecting too much cameos, and I don't want too much cameos because, like I said, the Marvel community is like that nowadays, and I don't really like that how the Marvel community is like that. But anyway, let's go talk about something else about Marvel then. Now we're going to talk about the X-Men 1997 show. Now this show obviously is a cartoon, it's not related to the MCU whatsoever, but it's fun to talk about. But it's basically a cartoon show that was released all the way back in 1997, obviously. And they didn't get to finish the series for some reason. They didn't finish it. They ended it on I can't even remember how many seasons there is, but now they're continuing it. And I don't really have any theories for this one because I actually can't remember the fucking story to this show. I'm going to rewatch it so I remember the story, but yeah, they're gonna maybe continuing the X-Men 97 show. They're gonna have all the same characters in it, like the other one, like all the old ones from the that we've seen before. But they're actually adding some new characters into the show, like such as what's his name, fucking Cable, Bishop, and Nightcrawler, and etc. So that's going to be epic as well. I can't wait to see all that. And we also have some news that Magneto is going to be the leader of the X-Men in the show now. So that's going to be fun, and it's going to be pretty fun to look at. So I don't really have any theories for this one because I'm going to have to rewatch the show, and I don't really remember anything of it. So, but yeah, so I'm really excited to rewatch this and just watch the new episodes when they come out. I don't think there's a release date yet, but they're coming out soon anyway. The new episodes are. So yeah, that's the X-Men 97. All right. Next, we're going to talk about What If. So we see what if season 1 was really good. Not many people enjoyed it that much, but I really enjoyed What If. If you don't know what If is, it's a new series they brought a while back. Marvel did only one season so far, but of course season 2 and 3 we're going to talk about that in a minute. But season 1 of What If is basically like a thing. It's basically just we're watching just past Marvel movies, but like a different universe. Like we're looking at, like, for example, so we know Steve Rogers is Captain America. In the first episode of What If, Steve Rogers' girlfriend Peggy Carter becomes Captain America in one of the universes. So we look. It's hard to explain, but it's basically like what if something else happens, and that's basically that in a nutshell. So we're getting a season 2 and 3. Even season 3 is confirmed. So we don't have any episodes confirmed for season 3 yet, but we have a few episodes to talk about for season 2 that were leaked. So we're getting some kind of Hela story, Hela from Thor Ragnarok, if you don't know who I'm talking about, the villain of Thor Ragnarok. We're getting an episode where we have Odin versus the Mandarin. We have an episode where Captain Carter meets the Winter Soldier. Other episodes. We're getting, what are the other episodes? Hold on, let me check for a second. Okay, so we're also getting the Sakaar, Tony Stark, and Gamora on an episode. So we were supposed to get that episode in season 1, but it never came. We got to see the characters in season 1, but they never got a respectful episode. But we're getting like that Sakaar version of Tony Stark and that Thanos version of Gamora. So we're gonna get to see them, and we're also gonna get to see Valkyrie, I'm pretty sure, in that episode as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. And that's basically all we know about What If so far. Let me just do a few theories what I think is going to happen in some of the episodes. So about the Hela story, I think the story is going to be about what if Hela... I have two theories about this Hela episode. I have one where what if Odin stayed evil and then Hela and Odin were still evil, like killing loads of people out there in the galaxy. And Hela still owned Mjolnir. So that's one of my theories for the Hela episode, and then another theory for the Hela episode is what if Hela won in Thor Ragnarok? What if she actually took over Asgard, killed Thor and Loki, and Valkyrie and Korg? and Heimdall and Scoundrel, I guess. Or not Scoundrel, why did I say Scoundrel? I mean Scourge, sorry. I don't know why Scoundrel came to my head. Scourge, but Scourge, anyway. So, yeah, that's my two theories for the What If Hela episode. There's not really any theories for the Odin versus the Mandarin episode. It's kind of just straightforward. It's just going to be Odin versus the Mandarin. Probably Wenwu was probably not going to be the fake Trevor Phillips. Trevor Phillips? What's his name? Yeah, Trevor Phillips, right? I'm thinking of the guy from GTA, Trevor Phillips. I don't think his name is actually Trevor Phillips in the show. I mean, in the movie Iron Man 3. But I don't think, anyway, Odin's going to be fighting the fake Mandarin. I think he's going to be fighting Wenwu, the one from Shang-Chi. But yeah. So that's my, yeah, well, obviously, because Wenwu was like a god-like figure, so I don't think Odin's gonna go against the fake Mandarin, and fucking, like, because that we fucking know that fight would be over in, like, 1 second, because the fake Mandarin doesn't even have powers, so, but, yeah, then I think I have a theory for the Tony Stark, the Sakaar, Tony Stark, and Gamora episode. I feel like it's just going to be like Thor Ragnarok, that where Tony Stark is on Sakaar and he's battling other people. He's going to be like the Hulk, I guess. He's just stuck on Sakaar and he's battling other people for the Grandmaster. So that's my theory for that episode, and I think then Gamora will come save him. I think Gamora is going to be like the Thor of that universe. So yeah. And I guess I do kind of have a theory for season 3, but like in the first season we see Captain Carter become Captain Carter, like she gets the super soldier serum. So I think it's going in, like, you know how Steve Rogers Captain America, his first movie was called The First Avenger, then his second movie was called The Winter Soldier, and then his third movie was Civil War. So I think that's just going the same for Captain Carter, because in the first season she became Captain Carter, and basically that's just following the same events as the first Avenger movie. And then we learn in season 2 she's going to be meeting the Winter Soldier, so that's going to be Captain Carter and the Winter Soldier, I guess. So that's gonna be her second movie, and then I feel like in season 3 that Captain Carter will be having some kind of civil war. It'll probably be with Iron Man, if I'm guessing, as well. But yeah, so that's just my theory for What If. So we're gonna talk about something different than that was announced at Comic-Con. Okay, this is actually one of my most anticipated Marvel shows, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like not many people are talking about this one, but we're getting a Marvel Zombies show. So basically, I know we got this in What If. We got like an episode where the whole Marvel universe was, well, not all of people, but most of the Marvel universe were zombies. So we got that episode in What If season 1, but now we're getting a whole show dedicated to the Marvel zombies. And it looks very epic. We have some new characters from the new Phase 4 movies going to be in here. We're going to see Shang-Chi as one of the survivors of the zombie apocalypse. We're going to see Katie from Shang-Chi as well. We're going to see Kate Bishop from Hawkeye. We're going to see Yelena, I'm pretty sure, from Hawkeye and Black Widow as well. And who else we're going to see? I think we're seeing way more, but that's the people we know that are going to be in the show at the moment. And then some of the zombie villains that are going to be in the show are a zombie version of Wanda, or Scarlet Witch, whatever you want to call her. And there's also going to be a zombie version of Abomination, one of Hulk's main villains. And there's going to be a zombie version of Hawkeye that we know of as well in the show. And I think there's going to be more, but yeah. But obviously, because it's a whole dedicated Marvel zombie show. But yeah, that's all we know of so far. So, also we have some news about this show. It's going to be R-rated, and I can't fucking wait for that. Because I want to see more brutal shit in Marvel, because I feel like they don't explore that much. But yeah, so I'm very excited for the show. Theories for it, not much, because I kind of just expect it's just going to be a zombie apocalypse movie, where some of our heroes just have to survive, and they have to try to cure it somehow, saving all the people of Earth. So that's not really any theories for it. I feel like some of our main characters that are not zombies yet will get infected and turn into zombies, and it's going to be some sad movies. I mean, sad moments, sorry, not movies. So yeah, so I'm very excited for this, but yeah, anyway, let's talk about Spider-Man Freshman Year. Okay, so Spider-Man Freshman Year is another one of my most anticipated Marvel shows, because I can't fucking wait for this. Anything related to Spider-Man is just a fucking W. But there's so much fucking confusing shit about this show that I don't understand, which we'll get to in a few minutes. So, Spider-Man's first suit that he made, this is a prequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, by the way. So this happened all before Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is how Tom Holland's Peter Parker started out as Spider-Man. So his classic suit, He made this. He made his own homemade suit. Looks awesome. I love it. It's gonna be animated, by the way. And also we're getting Harry Osborn, which I can't wait for. It's gonna. I think he's gonna. A theory for him is he's going to in the show. He's gonna move to a different school, so that's why we don't see him in Spider-Man: Homecoming, Far From Home, or No Way Home. So I think that in Spider-Man 4, Peter is gonna reunite with his best friend Harry Osborn when he moves to a different school in Spider-Man 4. So then they'll be reunited again, and because the symbiote is now in the MCU from Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock, as we saw in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man: No Way Home. We see that obviously the symbiote is in the MCU, and I feel like that's going to bond to Harry Osborn, because sometimes in the comics the Harry Osborn becomes Venom, and yeah, I think that they'll follow that storyline with Peter first bonding with the suit, and then Harry Osborn bonding with the suit, and then becoming Venom. So yeah, anyway, we have Harry Osborn being in the suit. Speaking of Osborn, we have Norman Osborn going to be in this show. It kind of, I guess it's kind of confusing. I don't know how, because like, actually, you know what? I do know how, because it's kind of confusing because Peter Parker in Spider-Man: No Way Home, he didn't know who the name Norman Osborn was. He didn't know who like Norman was in that movie. He was confused who all of them were. So it's gonna be confusing. Like, I mean, I could. So there's this thing, like, so you know how like Tom Holland's MJ is called Michelle Jones. I feel like this Norman Osborn in this show will be a variant, and because Mary Jane goes by Michelle Jones, and then like let's say for example Tobey Maguire's MJ, she goes by just Mary Jane. So I think that this Norman Osborn won't go by Norman Osborn, and we'll be some kind of different Osborn. Like maybe, for example, we'll use like Ralph Osborn or something. I don't know, but I feel like they'll follow that. Maybe it's the same with Harry, but we'll see. And then we also, this is huge news as well. Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock Daredevil is going to be in this fucking show. And he's gonna be in the fucking Daredevil suit. Like, he's gonna be Daredevil. He's not just gonna be Matt Murdock, because we saw him in No Way Home, just as Matt Murdock, and he had no Daredevil suit. But this time we're actually gonna see him in the fucking Daredevil suit, and that's epic. I can't wait to fucking see Daredevil in this show. But then it's kind of confusing when we get to the villains that are gonna be in the show. So the two main villains, I mean, actually they're not the main villains, but there's two villains in particular I'm talking about that are confusing. So two of them, the two villains I'm talking about are Scorpion and Dr. Octopus. This is confusing because Peter doesn't know who Otto Octavius is in No Way Home. But like I said with Norman Osborn, this could be a variant of Dr. Octopus or Otto Octavius. So this Dr. Octopus might not be called Otto Octavius. He could be called like, we'll just use a random name, like we'll just use my name, like Daniel, like Octavius or something, and that's what I think as well. And then with Scorpion, so at the end of Spider-Man: Homecoming, we see this guy in prison with Adrian Toomes Vulture. We see this guy called Matt Gorgon is in prison, and he says, "Let's go kill Spider-Man." And usually in the comics, Matt Gorgon is Scorpion. So people are confused on how, like, because Matt Gorgon and Spider-Man first met in Spider-Man: Homecoming on the ferry. So how is he fighting Scorpion in this show? And I don't think this is like a variant either. I think this is just someone else in the Scorpion suit. I don't think this is Matt Gorgon in the Scorpion suit. I think someone else is just wearing it. And then later on, I think Matt Gorgon eventually will break out of prison, and then he will find the Scorpion suit and put it on and try to kill Spider-Man himself. But for this show, I think someone else will just be wearing the Scorpion suit. And we also have a load of other villains, which I'm not going to name all of them because there's so much. But yeah, I'm very excited for them. And yeah, so Spider-Man freshman year, I did a bit of theories there a few minutes ago. So I just told you guys about like how I think the symbiote will bond with Harry and all. I think that I also think that Liz from Spider-Man: Homecoming will be in this show, because in Spider-Man: Homecoming, Liz is the one that Peter is into. Like he likes her. And then obviously, they kind of like they go separate ways, and then in Far From Home, Peter becomes in love with MJ. But yeah, so I think Liz will be in the show, and maybe a small cameo with Adrian Toomes. So yeah, that's my theory for Spider-Man freshman year. I'm excited for this, but I'm very confused. Now let's get on to the biggest news of them all, and I can't fucking wait to talk about this. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention that there's also going to be a new Captain America 4 movie. I'm not going to tell you guys any theories about it because I want to get straight to the biggest news, and I don't really know anything about it yet. There's not been much, like, uh, not details about it yet. But yeah, it's going to be called Captain America 4 New World Order. It's going to have Sam Wilson Falcon as the new Captain America, as we saw in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He became the new Captain America. And yeah, I have a small theory that maybe Baron Zemo might be a little main villain in it, but I'm not sure because I feel like he'll be that. I feel like Baron Zemo will be focusing on the Thunderbolts movie, which is a group of villains that like do like missions that the good guys can't. Like it's hard to explain the Thunderbolts, but yeah, that's just we have some news about Captain America 4, so I'm excited for that as well. But let's get on to the fucking biggest news of all. So I can't fucking wait for this. And the biggest the biggest things that were announced are two Avengers fucking movies titles. We don't have any details about them yet, but we have the titles of the two next Avengers movies, which is so fucking big. We don't know which order they're going to be. We don't know which one's Avengers 5 and we don't know which one's Avengers 6, but we do have some two titles for the Avengers movies. And one of them is called Avengers Kang of I can't pronounce this, but Dynasty? I can't pronounce that, but it has Kang in the title, and Kang, if you don't know who Kang is in the comics, Kang, well, he goes by Kang the Conqueror. He's basically like this multiverse kind of traveling person, and we did see him in the Loki show. So he's gonna be like a very big villain of Marvel. So I can't wait to see Kang, and he's also gonna be popping up in the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania movie. So I can't wait to see him in that movie as well. So yeah, we have that Avengers title movie, but then we get to the biggest one of all. There's gonna be one called Avengers Secret Wars. This is fucking big. This is fucking huge, actually. If you don't know what Secret Wars is, basically most of the so basically there's some heroes that it's basically a heroes like fight. It's kind of like Captain America Civil War where the heroes fight. Well, much bigger. Secret Wars is much bigger. But it's basically where different variants of like we'll take for example Captain America. Let's just say Captain America is in the Secret War, and a different version of him from a different universe comes to fight him. So it's basically our regular heroes versus different universe versions of themselves. So that's basically what Secret Wars is. And there is different interpretations of it, but because Marvel is focusing on the multiverse at the moment, I feel like people are theorizing that this is going to be the storyline to go with for Secret Wars. So I can't fucking wait for this. This is gonna be fucking huge. Like I love Secret Wars so much, bro. Holy shit! I don't know who's gonna be the main villain of Secret Wars. I don't even want to try to theorize it. I know this is kind of like a theory video, but it kind of isn't at the same time. But it's gonna be kind of hard to just theorize. I mean, actually, it could. I guess I could theorize one villain that I might think could be the main villain is Doctor Doom, but they haven't really set up Doctor Doom yet, or the Fantastic Four. But I did forget to mention that Doctor Doom actually has been leaked, and the next Marvel movie to come out is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And people found a leak out that he might be in that movie at the post-credit scene. So yeah, it could be Doctor Strange. I mean, it could be it could be Doctor Doom who is the main villain. And we do know that the Fantastic Four are getting a solo movie soon in like 2024 or something, or a few years in the future. So yeah, we don't really want to expect these Avengers movies, like we're not expecting them to be anytime soon. They're going to be probably like 8 years in the future when these movies come out. But this is huge. This is huge. We got some big news at Marvel Comic Con. The only thing Okay, boys, I'm sorry. This video was supposed to end like a few minutes ago after I was just talking about Avengers Secret Wars and Kang of Dynasty, or whatever the fuck it is called. But we just got some news today on Sunday. Like I said, I was recording this on Saturday, all that past thing you just looked at a few minutes ago. But now I'm recording this bit that I'm talking about now on Sunday. So we got some more fucking great news for Comic Con that I want to talk a little bit about, but I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to try go over them as fast as I can. So we've got a complete, like, Phase 4, we've got all of the movie that will be in Phase 4. And when will it end? Actually, no, that's fucking Phase 5. I'm such an idiot. So, so Phase 5 the first movie in Phase 5 of Marvel will be Ant-Man and the Quantumania. And we've got some leaked photos of this. Ant-Man's daughter is going to be a superhero in this one. In the comics, usually it's known as Stinger or Stature. So she's gonna be a superhero, and then obviously the main villain of this one is Kang the Conqueror himself. So yeah. And then we're gonna get Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, not many people, no one leaked the trailer for this, but people at Comic Con saw the trailer. But this trailer hasn't been leaked to the public yet. But basically, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, people started crying over it, and one of the Guardians is gonna die in this movie. It's been confirmed, I'm pretty sure, that one of the Guardians will die. So it's gonna be very sad. I really hope it's not Rocket. Rocket is getting his own, like, we're gonna get to see Baby Rocket. We're seeing Rocket's, like, origin story in this movie as well. So it's gonna be very cool. And then Gamora's gonna be like the leader of the Scavengers and all now, and she doesn't know who she is anymore because remember at the end of Avengers Endgame she's a different version of herself from a different universe. But then the next thing we have is Loki season 2. Just can't wait for that. There's not much to say. Then we have Blade, which I can't wait for that as well. And then we got a new name for Agatha, the new Agatha show that's coming out. It's gonna be called Agatha Coven of Chaos. And now I can't wait for this as well. It's pretty weird that they're doing an Agatha show, but it's fun. It's gonna be fun. And then, yeah, the next movie will be Captain America New World Order, which we talked about a few minutes ago. Then there will be a new show called Secret Invasion, which is based on the Skrulls and how they take over the world and just pretend to be humans and all, and because the Skrulls can do that. And then we have the Marvels, which is Captain Marvel 2. Then we have Ironheart. Then this is big right now. We have fucking Daredevil Born Again show. We have that show. This is gonna be a fucking Daredevil show. And recently they brought out another trailer for She-Hulk, and you got to see fucking Daredevil in it. And now we know he's gonna be in Spider-Man Freshman Year. So it's kind of official now that Daredevil is in the MCU. So I can't fucking wait for that. And then the last movie of Phase 5 will end with the Thunderbolts, which is like Marvel's Suicide Squad. And the Thunderbolts will contain as we know right now, the members of the Thunderbolts are Ghost from the villain from Ant-Man and the Wasp 2. Or the second Ant-Man, I guess you could say, and Abomination, which is Hulk's villain in the Incredible Hulk movie. Then we have Baron Zemo from like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Civil War and all. And then we have that like Valentine girl, whatever her fucking name is. I don't even give a shit about her. No offense. But then we also have U.S. Agent from from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So yeah, they're the members we know of so far. Also in Ant-Man and Quantumania, we're supposed to see MODOK, which is going to be awesome. And then we get to one of the biggest moments of all time, where we actually get our first 3 movies of Marvel Phase 6. Yeah, we got some Phase fucking 6 news. So the first movie of Marvel Phase 6 will be the Fantastic Four movie, and it's coming out in November 2024. That is fucking huge. That's not even that long away. And you know how I said a few minutes ago that the Avengers movie will be in like 8 years or something in the future? No, they're fucking releasing in 2025. It's still a long way, but 2025. We were expecting these movies to be like years in the future. And guess what? 2 of them are coming out in the same year. Kang of the Dynasty and the fucking Secret Wars movie is coming out at the same year. They don't do that. They don't release Avengers movies the same year. It's usually like they released the first Avengers movie in 2012, the second Avengers movie in 2015, Avengers Infinity War in 2018, and then we got Avengers Endgame in 2019. So this is huge that we're getting 2 Avengers fucking movies in the fucking same year. That is fucking huge. There's no details about the Avengers movies yet, but I just can't wait for this, and that's all I have to say about Marvel. This is where the video ends. Sorry, I know it was a pretty long video. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe and hit the bell so you miss no video I upload. We don't have to do that whatsoever. You can check out my second channel, which is Donny P2, and I also fucking forgot to mention that they released the fucking Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer as well. I reacted to that on my second channel, so I probably didn't talk about it because I've already talked about it before on my second channel. But rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I really wish he would have been able to see his like Black Panther. I wish he was able to be there for that movie. Because if you don't know, Chadwick Boseman sadly passed away in 2020 due to cancer, and he was the original actor for Black Panther. So it's going to be very sad not seeing Chadwick in there, and it's just, yeah. But his legacy will live on, and we will remember him always. And yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick. You will always be remembered. But then that's what I'm going to end the video, guys. Sorry, I just forgot to mention that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace. Have a good day or night wherever you are. And let me know what you think about all the things that were announced. I probably won't make another video about this if there's more things announced, by the way. So, but anyway, peace.